Hey and welcome to this very short video. Today we are going to talk about this SmallRig RC60B and what I think of it. Alright, first of all, it is basically a little cube with an internal battery and 60 watts of output. I don't want to go into the technical things because I'm not Gerald Undone or anyone. And for most people, that's kind of irrelevant who buy that kind of equipment. For me, I think this thing has worked pretty well, and it has some flaws which I will come to later. But I'll start with the pros. First of all, the battery. It's really cool to have an internal battery that you don't really have to think about too much other than charging it. It has a USB-C port and you can charge it. Yes, it takes a while if you don't have a fast cord. Like the way I charge it is usually with my MacBook Pro USB-C charger. I think that has 100 watts of input, and that I'm pretty sure that charges it in like round about half an hour. That's pretty quick, and I can run like it in while using it and it's still going to charge. So that's really cool. It has fans, but they are barely audible. So I wouldn't really consider that a problem at all unless you would really stick the thing right on your mic. The next thing that I think is really cool about this light is that it is bicolor. So you can really match it to whatever you want, or the way that I've used it a lot is like as a kicker light, and I would make it like a warm color and use it, you know, shining in on my hair light or something, to give it some color contrast as well. Next thing, the output. It's 60 watt, it's strong. Like it's going to be more than enough for where you would usually put a light like this. Yes, 60 watts isn't a whole lot, so you will not be able to, let's say, compensate the sun if you have a big window and your subject is facing away from the window. You will not be able to compensate that really. But that's simply not what this light is made for. It's made for run and gun style shooting, getting some fill light, using it creatively, and I think that's where this thing really shines. The next cool thing really is that little light dome kind of thing. It's really quick to set up and take down. That's it. And then you just fold it like this, and they're gonna stay in place as soon as you have it at the right position. And that really, there we go. Oh, there's one not folded out yet, like this. That's it. And that really gives you kind of a soft light, as long obviously as you have it kind of close to your subject. Let's talk about the cons of this light, which are mainly the battery. Seriously, like that's my main problem. Everything else is really decent, like the build quality, the light output, and everything. But the battery itself, I would say, is the biggest con. First of all, it's you can't change it out, which seriously kind of sucks. Yes, you don't have to worry about it, but then also, if it runs low and you don't have a charging cord, well, you're screwed. Next thing, when that battery breaks, and I feel like mine is broken, there's nothing you can do. You can't just swap it out that easily. So that is really a bummer, because as you see right now, turning it on, nothing happens. And that might be because of a different thing, because I've had it sitting in here for a while, and this is a garage. It's pretty cold in Germany right now, so it might just be because the garage is really cold and the battery is, cold. But I'm not exactly sure. I will check that and I will let you know. And then obviously the battery does run out fairly quickly. You have about 45 minutes at full blast, which is pretty decent, yes. But if you, let's say, have a full day of production, I think what I would love to see on this one, and there's a new one, a bigger version of it now. I think it's a 100 watt, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they actually have a battery plate right here. So I think I would love to have an internal battery, but then also just have like a little V lock plate right here. And then I could just like put a mini V mount and just click it on here, and it would be that size. So I think that would be cool. So would I recommend to buy it? I would totally say so, yes. Take care of the battery, make sure it does not fail on you. Like never let it run out to like, you know, down to 0% and not instantly charge it. I think that's where also I made an issue, because now it doesn't last me that long anymore. So I think that's a problem. But that's just lithium-ion batteries. Like everyone who knows a little about batteries knows that you should never store a battery at 0%. That's just not good for your batteries. Yeah, but I think that's a pretty cool item. We've used it on countless shoots. I use it like pretty much all the time. If I have, you know, some social media content I shoot, I would just pick this little combination here, and in case I do need some extra light, some fill light or whatever, I can just set it up fairly quickly, just point it at my subject, or just use it as a little kicker light or something like that. I think this is a really cool setup, and I do recommend it. For the price, it's really good. I'm not sure if there is like a, because this is mini Bowens mount, and it's not standardized. Well, it's not a standard. So you cannot say that you just buy like an adapter to normal Bowens mount. So what I did, I 3D printed, and it should be laying around somewhere. I 3D printed a little extension, like adapter piece to put on my softbox. And honestly, for like just studio like this, when it's pretty dark in here, it holds up fairly well. Like full blast on 100%, it could replace my 100D Amaran, I think, what I have on there right now. So it's pretty good. Really, the only thing, the battery, take care of the battery and you'll be good. It's a cool little box. I like it. And I will check now if the battery is broken or not. All right. Grab myself a power cord. And I'm gonna plug it in. Now it says 6% charged. I think that's the issue with my unit. So this is 100% now. You can see it's fairly bright. It's daylight now, 5600. Can make it warmer or make it colder. It actually goes, I think, from 6500 down to 2700. Definitely a cool light. I like it. And then yeah, if I put it here on the little Bowens mount, it's bright. Like I could use it. I do use it quite often for, let's say, Zoom calls where I don't want to set up a huge light. I'll just grab a light stand, just put this on, and I'm good. Yeah, it's bright, pretty bright. And now it's charging. Now it says that it's at 10 minutes of battery life. So it's still powering, you see. It's not broken. The battery's not entirely broken. I think it's a little corrupted. But still, it works perfectly fine. And I just make sure when I have a longer production where I would need it for a little longer, I just grab a power cord and I'll be good. I hope you found this video kind of helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.